November Rain by Guns N' Roses. We're just covering the really easy chords version in this tutorial. I will be showing all the solos and the big ending in another video, in separate videos coming in the next couple of days, but let me give you a demo of what I'm going to be showing you how to do in this video. Into your eyes, I can see your love restrained. Cause nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. And it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. So we're just covering how to do the easy basic chords version of this for all the rhythm parts. A little bit of a melody added, but not too much. It's important to note though that the original record has, with most Guns N' Roses songs, they're tuned to E flat tuning, so everything's down half a step. So it's all the normal standard tuning, but the flat, so E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. I'm staying in standard tuning, so you don't have to tune down to play along with me, and I have a separate video where I show you exactly how to get into that tuning, which is here if you need it. Let's get straight in to take a look at these chords now and the order of them. So the song begins on an F bar chord, so that I don't scare everyone off at this early point in the video. We can also go for this much easier way of playing an F, where fingers 2, 3 and 4 are essentially playing the E major chord but moved up by 1 fret, and rather than barring with the first finger, we can just have it holding down string 2 at the first fret, finger 3, 4 and 5 making that E major shape, and then the thumb mutes the string. I kind of call this, it is an F major 7, but it's a little bit more of a hybrid because we have an easier way of playing the F major 7, which would be F like a C. But just to try and nudge people along closer to getting this full F bar chord, we can go for this one. And when we're using the other chords in this song that are in the key of C, this F is a really good option. So we've got this F major 7 or the hybrid F, or the other option is going for the full F bar chord. Keep the first finger on the side and it will ring out very sweetly. Every time, of course. Next chord would be an A minor for this little piano intro. Do 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 do, whether that's kind of happening in the piano. And then we go for a D minor to a C. And those are most of the chords in the whole song, so it's good to just have a play through them. Whichever way you want to do an F, just one strum for each of these for the intro. F, 2, 3, 4, A minor, do 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 do, D minor, and then the C. That's going to happen a couple of times, but then we move to this different chord sequence which finishes the intro. It happens about 4 times, depending on which version. If you go for the mega extended one, like they played live or something, it'll probably be longer, but a couple of times through this new one, and then this is the same as the verse. So the verse and the end of the intro is F, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, C. That's the simple way to do the end of the intro and the verse. That one more time, and I'm just going to strum on every beat this time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F. When I look into your eyes, I can see your love restrained. Okay, that's the basic way. One more time through that. 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Okay? That's the simple way of doing it. The other thing that we can do is add that little melody on the piano and in the strings when we get to the C chord, which I would play like this, as it's played as a high strings part and high on the piano. So as a full demo. When I look into your eyes, I can see a love restrained. And this uses concepts from my fingerstyle course where we're playing the C major scale at the same time as holding down a C chord or any chord. In this case, we're playing little finger at 3rd fret to flattening at the same time as that the rest of the C chord as well. Then we flatten off this 1st finger, so we bar just the thinnest 2 strings. Same time as holding down the C chord, like that. And then we go for the normal C chord. One more time and we get this da, 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 3, 4. And then finally it's the 3rd fret, but this time as string 2. So in total we've gone da, 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 3, 4. And I think for the purposes of this song, it's really good to be able to persevere and practice that rather than not doing that and doing high level strumming. I think it's a really good concept of getting this at the same time as playing the C chord when you've got that melodic movement in there. So let's just have one more go at that and then I'll show you some high level strumming. 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4. One more time from the F. Do the easy at F if you choose. That should be very easy to get to this way of playing an F, this sort of hybrid F major 7 in 2, 3, verse. Pretty simple. In fact, let's get straight onto the chorus because it's very similar. We actually just have the D minor chord for a whole bar to a G chord, and I would choose to keep, or I would encourage you to keep the 3rd finger down and go for an all fingers G. So D minor, 'cause nothing lasts forever. Though you can play a G any which way you like. It's entirely up to you. If you're playing the notes of a G major chord, that's all good. And then we go to the C. So then we could, for example, do D minor and do G this way, which is rarer, but some people do it. I call this a fingerstyle G, because we can then go to the C chord and even still do that little bit that we did before. As an example, nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. And it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. Okay? There are many strumming options that we can go for in this song, but the one I would encourage is just 8th all downs with an up. So we're kind of adding an up strung at the end of every 2 beats. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as our hand motion. That's 8ths all down strumming. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we add an up in the middle of the bar and at the end of the bar like this. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. Using the verse chord sequence as an example, that would sound like 1 and 2 and and a 3 and 4 and a D minor. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a C. And for the chorus, for example, you could do the same, or we could add a lot more up strums in there. But I'm imagining if you're at that kind of level where you can intuitively do that, you wouldn't be watching this video up to this point. If you want to get to do that sort of level and do this intuitively, my strumming course is absolutely the thing for you, because the way we teach that is by doing it each pattern step by step. Each pattern will lead into the next one. And this pattern that we've just gone for would lead into this one. If you're an avid watcher of my videos, that's pretty much the same pattern as Closing Time by Semisonic, which I believe will be coming up next weekend as a song tutorial, if I remember the schedule right. But Closing Time, Semisonic, really similar pattern if you want to work on these strumming patterns like this. And all there's left to do really is this other section where we have Sometimes I need some time on my own. Sometimes I need some time all alone. Couple of options here. We could, it maybe is easier to actually stay to the bar chord, go from the F to the G. Sometimes I need some time all alone. Or change it from the F to just the normal G chord, or this way of playing a G. Either way is totally fine, but it's pretty much one strum. But if you were doing an acoustic version, you could. Sometimes I need some time all alone. Sometimes I need some time all alone. Okay, that is totally an option. And then after that, just before the big guitar solo in the middle, which I'll be teaching in a video over the next couple of days, we have this section. I know it's hard to keep an open heart when even friends seem out to harm you. When even friends seem out to harm you. And it's almost the same chord sequence repeated. It always starts, every line of this starts E minor to F every time. Not the easiest of changes. You could choose to like slide like this, but however you're playing an E minor, just practice that change a little bit and go for it. First time it's to a C, then E minor F D minor, E minor F C, and then E minor F G. Follow that chord sheet that I linked to on my website, and we'll have a playthrough of this together now. In 2, 3, 4. I know it's hard to keep an open heart. E minor. When even friends seem out to harm you. E minor. But if you could heal C, broken heart. E minor F G. Couldn't time be out to charm you? Oh, stay on the G. And then we basically play the verse while Slash plays the solo. And following each of those sections should take you right up until the very big sort of ending where we have, you know, all of that kind of crazy stuff, which I will be showing you how to do in a separate video, and I hope to see you there, guys. Check out the other Guns N' Roses tutorials, easy and tougher, on my channel by doing a search on YouTube, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye for now, see you tomorrow.